Hey, don't you think that title was a little clickbaity? No, because I'll get to it. This is the end of my live stream from Saturday, September 17th, about the last 10 minutes. Most of it was just nothing but shuffle dance, waiting for people to show up. So here we go. I just ramble for about 10 minutes and let me know what you think. What's this? Oh, Michael Nolan's uploaded. Okay. So, I don't know. Mostly rambling now. So, beware of people who say they're not into politics. So, sorry to call you out, Justin, but I'd say I'm more left, to be honest, but politics in general are pretty whack, in my opinion. LOL. Beware of people that say they're not into politics, because generally I'm thinking they're probably left, and they don't even know it. Or maybe they know it, or maybe they don't know it. But if you're not into politics, or you say you're not into politics, you don't really pay attention to that. That means that you're just kind of going along with the status quo, with the matrix, you know, the reality that has been built in front of you. And 95% of that reality, if you're watching TV or you're watching movies or you're listening to music, you're watching Jimmy Kimmel, all this shit, it's all left. If you're not into politics, you're just kind of going along with the plan. And the plan is, well, I mean, if you listen to Tim Pool, it's a communist takeover, it's a civil war, the bad guys are taking over, and you're not getting a lot of shit shoved down your throat from the right, like, I don't know, abortion is bad, and, you know, we need guns, and, no. If you're not into politics, you're just playing along with the Matrix, and the Matrix is left, it's communist, and, I don't fear people that say I'm not into politics. I just feel sorry for them because they're being brainwashed. You know? I mean, I don't know. I'm just rambling. I'm going to put together a 10, 15-minute video here, and I'm still live, and if anybody wants to chime in, they can chime in. What is this? Yeah, that's garbage. That was something else before. Yeah, let's listen to this guy.
Because I got a dick. I don't care if you think you're a sheepdog and you come into my store. It don't matter to me. Just don't come in and try to shove that shit down my throat.
If it makes someone feel better, what about their feelings?
I don't give a shit about their feelings. I'm old.
Love this guy. This is the shit I was going to cover today live, but nobody showed up, so I'll just cover it now.
What about in the Star Wars universe? Jar Jar Binks, pansexual, do you think? Transgender?
Why would I even care?
If it's his truth.
Well, it ain't true.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major. Or are you?
No.
No? Okay. How do you know?
If you don't know who Matt Walsh is here, he's playing devil's advocate here, and he loves this old guy, and I'm sure they had a beer afterwards. He's just setting this up for his movie, What is a Woman?
But you're a man.
How do I know that I'm? I guess because I got a dick.
Yeah, you say it. Plowing on here. MSNBC, the most punchable face in the history of the human race.
You have a question for Dave, but what's interesting to me, Gene, is the fact that
not him.
She so clearly went against existing.
This guy, Joe Scarborough. We're not even going to listen to this dude. The Trumpiest thing that a Trump judge has ever written. Whatever, you can look it up on MSNBC if you want. I'm not going to listen to Joe Scarborough. The most punchable face in the history of the world. What else did I have set up here? Oh, this is great. This is great. Watch this.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy.
Okay, I agree. Many cis women do not. They had a hysterectomy. They have some medical thing where they can't have a baby. But how does that play into the theory that men can have babies. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. Logic, dude. Ones and zeros. It doesn't make any sense. Let's go.
There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy as well.
You mean trans men? You mean women who transed, quotes in the air, to men, but they're still a woman and they still have a uterus and mammary glands and all the sexual organs going on so they can still get pregnant. They're not a man. It's a woman.
As non-binary people who are capable
What is a non-binary person? All right. It's a woman who says, I don't feel like a woman, but it's still a woman and it can have a baby, dude. Come on.
of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic.
Oh, there it is. Transphobic. He hasn't even... What did he say that was transphobic? He's just being... I got to look up this Senator Hawley, man. Hawley for president and... what's his name? Jordan behind him. What's his name? Jim Jordan? Right behind him. I wish fucking... What was his name? The guy with the crazy hair. Blonde dude. I don't know. He was from South Carolina or North Carolina. Trey something. Help me out. I don't know. I wish he was still around. But this Senator Hawley, dude, he's I got him.
And it opens up trans people to violence
got my
by not
vote.
recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note
So, anybody who starts a sentence with so, just stop it.
that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So
Yeah, but when we make little kids chop their tits off at 12 or their dicks off at 12 or 9, they end up becoming suicidal too. That's what they don't cover. Oh, transgender people are suicidal. But when you make a girl chop her tits off when she's 13, and then when she's 17, she realizes she regrets it, she becomes suicidal. You evil fucks.
So I think it's important
Because of
for
my
us-
line of questioning? So
Because-
we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist
I'm
is
denying that trans
dangerous.
people exist by
Are
asking
you?
you if you're
Are
talking
you?
about women
Are you?
having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can
So
get
you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you? Or are
Absolutely.
they also treated like this, where
No,
they're
they're
told
allowed
that
to
they're
question.
opening up people to
Oh,
violence
we have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. This guy fucking rules, dude.
I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot
I
just in this
know.
exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, you're a fucking zombie, okay? And don't get on me because she's black and I'm calling her a zombie, dude. That's another thing is you can't insult people if they're black, you know. Oh, you're racist. Absolute bullshit. And that's why they put black people up in places like this is so you can't insult them or you can't, not insult them, but like debate them or, oh, you're racist. Oh, she's a woman. She's black. You can't debate her. You're racist. That's garbage. Dude, I'm going to go on rambling like this for a while, so just, what is this? No, there was another Fox story that I wanted. What was it? Nope, that's not it. Apparently they've moved on, and we're still talking about the Queen, I guess, like a week and a half later. Ugh, we knew this was going to happen, dude. The Queen. Yeah. She was a lizard, and now she's dead. And now the new Lizard King is in power, and yeah, but this ceremony shit, this is going to go on for another week probably. Ugh, just stop it. In the meantime, what else we got? Punchable Joe. I looked up something on, all you have to do is just type in the letters AOC, and you'll come up with just a plethora of fun times. Let's see. Calls out GOP lawmaker for disrespect shown to environmental... on the fight for abortion rights and whether she'll ever be president. Well, this looks interesting. There she is, our golden bronze queen. AOC's fight for the future, almost 4 years after her improbable blah, blah, blah. Yeah, bartender turned congresswoman, yes. Yeah, and she's on the cover of GQ, and she's talking about how brown women are oppressed, but she made Congress at the age of 28. Yeah, you're really oppressed, AOC, and you're on the cover of GQ, which women, I think it was the first time, I think ever, a woman, this isn't the cover, but I think that's the first time a woman was like, or maybe the second or third time ever, a woman has glossed the cover of GQ, graced the cover. I don't know how you say that, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, she's oppressed. But what's she saying here? Now, as the country hurtles toward the midterm elections, AOC opens up about the battle over abortion. Yep. Oh, and speaking of abortion, what's the deal with Lindsey Graham here and his whole thing? Let's check this out. Lindsey Graham, yeah, bam. I only had to type in what? L-I-N-D? Lindsey Graham, abortion. It's not coming up. Abortion. So he introduces this weird like national abortion banning bill with, I guess he didn't like defer to any of his colleagues. He didn't confer with any of them. He just bam, he came out and like suggested this anti-abortion bill, this federal like 15-week banning abortion thing. And Lindsey Graham is a mole. He's a saboteur. He's a fucking rhino. And he's bringing this up right before the election to sway the voters to the left before the midterms. He should be kicked out of the Republican Party. He should be just completely just canceled because he's the male version of what's her name? Liz Cheney. Him and Liz Cheney should get up on a boat and go to Bear Mountain for a picnic. I mean, just we know who the good guys are and the bad guys are in the Republican Party, and they love people like Lindsey Graham and Liz Cheney because they need all they need is a couple of people on the right we pass a bill or we propose a bill, and all we need is 2 Republicans to vote on it. Bam, it's passed. So you get people like this and Liz Cheney out, and it's a fair country. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the midterms. It's coming up soon. That's about all I got right now. I mean, we can go back to, we could watch Family of Black Dudes react to Larry Bird.
Michael Jordan. You go off the ESPN rankings.
We're gonna segue out or transition out on this one. This is good.
Jordan. What the hell is that?
I haven't even seen this yet, but let's see how these guys react to Larry Bird.
LeBron, Kobe, Shaq.
Okay, all right, no, man. This guy right here is not in my top anything, guys. He's on my top on 2K, a video game.
Look, to be fair, I'll link these guys in the description, so I'm not, ripping them off.
All right, guys. So look, we finna have to see what Larry Bird got, you guys. He gonna have to show me something. Y'all.
I mean, like, yeah, I guess I see like how they say he's top 10, but my top 10.
You see, so you have seen some highlights and say, "Oh, Larry Bird is that."
Well, I mean, he won like 3 championships.
I mean,
I don't know his accolades, but I know that I've seen him ranked high on those lists.
Let's keep it 100. Is he better than Magic Johnson?
Is he better than John Morant? Is he better than
John Morant? Yes.
Come on, guys, play it.
Is he better than Damian Lillard? Is he better than Paul George?
Yes. Oh, he's
better than
shitting on all
those
them,
people just
bro.
named.
That's not
All right.
even saying. We could just pull up the stats.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Retarded. 1993. Yeah, that's what it said.
It said at the bottom.
That was his retirement.
He was the most motivated player I ever saw. Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers ever. Larry was basketball genius.
Okay.
Down to the leg.
Okay.
As his calling card.
It's back when they used to play.
Leave that for 1 second. You were going to get beaten.
He got the dime on him.
I ain't gonna lie, he would have done something with you out there.
He got 16.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, Larry is rookie before his time. He was that behind the back.
He's definitely one of the best players of his generation.
Okay.
Pass.
All right.
And back then they didn't take a lot of threes.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
So he was hitting threes, but he didn't get to shoot them that
He's
much.
still not in my top 5 though.
Top 5, no.
Okay.
No, this dude on the right here, his top 5 is all like in the last 20 years. LeBron, I mean, well, maybe 30, going back to Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. It's typical millennial, dude. Like the greatest of all time are all from like the last 20, 30 years. But anyway, you guys can watch this shit on their channel. I'll put the link in the description. That's all I got.
Okay. He is putting
We're out.
Is that?
See you next Saturday.